Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to tell you about home gardening in California. Let's see which plants are there. Mr. Harjeet Kumar is going to explain you some interesting facts about the plants. Welcome Harjeet Singh ji.
Oh, thank you for me having on your channel. So first of all, we'll go over our orange tree. You can see there are new oranges are coming out,
It's interesting.
and these oranges gonna ripe in in January or February next year. So oranges need a lot of sunlight, and when we get a lot of sunlight, and then they go sweet. Otherwise they won't be that sweet, so we need a lot of sunlight for them. And when we are watering them, we don't want to flood the tree. They need water, like dripping water to their roots, like slowly, not flooding the tree with the water. So you need to check if the upper soil after 2 inches, if it's dry, then you need to water it. If it's still wet, do not over water your orange tree, otherwise it will kill the plant. When it's small, the bigger plants still survive even if you overwater them. But whenever you're watering them, water them like slow water pressure, or like slowly dripping the water into the roots. And orange, uh, in US, in Florida, there are a lot of harvesting of oranges, but in California there are few, but these are our homegrown oranges, just for for the home use, not for commercial use.
Nice. Next one is this cherries. Wow. Oh, how interesting. Beautiful.
Yeah, so this is our cherry tree, and we got a lot of cherries this year because it didn't rain. Because sometimes what happened, when it rains too much, the flowers don't get pollinated. This year we didn't get rain, but due to that we got so many flowers get pollinated by the bees and by the air. So we got a lot of cherries on this tree. So what we noticed, we didn't prune this tree this winter. Due to that, there was a lot of growth on the tree. Due to that, the cherries are a little smaller compared to the last year we got. Otherwise their size goes bigger. So what happened, we didn't prune the plant, and we got a lot of cherries on it, so the size went small. So during winter time, like in January or February, we usually prune the tree. That basically helps the tree to produce bigger fruits and more fruits. And
Okay.
in oranges, there is a opposite thing. When you're pruning the oranges, do not prune too much, because oranges and lemons do not like too much pruning. So you need to prune only dead branches on the oranges and the lemon tree. But on cherry and apple or peach, you can prune as much as you want. So this tree is a bigger cherry tree. We didn't prune it, and we got a lot of fruit. That's why the fruit went a little smaller in size. All right.
Interesting. The next plant, this is grape vine.
We got two different varieties of grapes here. One is green and the other one is red grapes. And grapes also love pruning. So you prune them in the winter time. And you need to prune some specific branches, not like all the branches. So whatever growth you got last year, do not prune that one, because that's going to produce fruit next year. So prune the dead branches or really old branches on the grapevine. So that'll.
Wow.
And what other thing we do?
Amazing.
Let's say this is a bunches of grapes. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut the half of it. So what that will do, then the grapes on this branch or this bunch will be bigger in size. So we're gonna cut off the half of the grapes out of it. So that will help to produce bigger grapes.
Oh, that I never knew about this. And the next plant is,
So these are limes,
yeah, so small plant
and
and
there are so many.
limes. Yeah,
There's a new
new. Very
limes
interesting.
there.
Yeah. It's
Same
very
thing
interesting.
like oranges, lemon, lime. They don't like too much of pruning. You can prune off the dead branches. That helps the plant to grow vigorously and helps with your fruit.
Interesting. And this,
This is our fig tree, and this is a very like young tree. We haven't have fruit on it yet. So next year most likely we'll get some fruit. So what this is, when you prune the tree or the fruit plant, when you prune them, so that stress out the plant, and that's helpful in one way, because when the plant is stressed out, it started producing flower to survive, so that there are seeds, so it can produce more of its how to say, to survive or to like increase its generation.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why whenever you prune them, the plant go to the stress and it produces more flowers and more fruit. And the one important thing, whenever the fruit trees are flowering, do not water them. Or I'll say like 1 month before they are going to start flowering, stop watering them 1 month before that, because that also stress out the plant a little bit, and they produces more flowers, and more flower means more fruits on it. Once you get the fruit on the plant, then you can start watering them, so that your fruit goes a little bigger.
Interesting fact. And these are
Bell peppers. That's our veggie
interesting.
garden. So we got
Yeah,
many bell pepper
very
plants.
small plant and
So,
showing bell pepper over
If
here.
you want like more bell peppers on the plant, what you need to do, let's say there is this bigger plant over smaller plant over here. So what we do, it usually come out one shoot like this. What we do, we break we remove the top of it. So that helps to grow these side branches, and that makes your plant more bushy or more bigger, and you get more bell peppers on them.
Interesting
Bell
tip.
pepper also needs some calcium. So what happen, like tomatoes, sometimes your bell peppers are like burn or rotten on one side on the plant. That means there is a calcium deficiency. So you need to give them some calcium too.
Okay. We
like a
have to
liquid.
check time to time these plants, what is going on. Interesting, very interesting. Which plant is this? I want to know from you.
This one is plum. This is still a young plant.
Okay.
So it will produce fruit next year for sure. We got some fruit this year, but not that many, because this is still a young plant.
Okay.
So it will
You have so many plants. These are.
So we got basil, roses, and roses here, and these are the roses we grew from the seed.
Okay.
And other important thing about roses growing from a seed is, so whenever you get a rose seed, you need to stratify them. So what that mean, you need to put your seed, in nature, the rose seeds fell from the plant, and over the winter they get stratified and then they grew out of the seed. What if you get the seed from the seed pod from your plant, from your rose plant, a rose bush, you need to keep those seeds in a refrigerator for, I'll say, 8 weeks. So take a wet paper towel, wrap your seeds in it, and put your rose seeds in the refrigerator for 8 weeks. After that, when you plant them, they will grow like really good. They will sprout all of them, I'll say, because it's really hard to sprout rose seeds otherwise.
This plant is
That's the avocado plant.
okay, and that one.
That one is also avocado, so we grew them from the seed, and they are still little small, you know, or young to produce fruit.
This
Then-
one is mint.
That's a mint.
Yeah, and this
And
one.
mint, you don't need to water them too much either.
Oh,
So
good. And this is sugar.
Sugar cane.
Oh, very interesting.
here we got peach.
Fruit. These are fruit.
And peach also need a lot of pruning and then thinning. If you see over here, this area we didn't thin it, so there are so many peaches, but their size is a little small. So what we did on this side, we were just doing an experiment. Here we thinned it, like we took off the extra peaches, so size goes bigger. So these are
Wow.
going to be very big.
Beautiful. So big
You
it
need
is.
to prune it, and you need to thin the extra peaches from the tree.
Okay. And this is
That's a
pomegranate.
That's a wonderful pomegranate, and it gives. This one is a little sour one. The fruit will be very big, but they'll be little sour.
And this one is
This is just a flowering plant.
Flowering
It's
plant.
gonna flower.
Okay.
Gonna start producing flower next year. This one is a mulberry.
mulberry.
Yeah, mulberry is really good. They have a lot of antioxidants.
Okay.
Here we got pears,
Oh, nice.
and we
Oh.
grafted Asian pear on the pear, and you can see
This
the
is interesting fact.
difference in the color of both the
Yes.
leaves. The lighter green one is Asian pear, dark green one is a pear. So good time to graft them is like
Oh,
March to
you
the
have done
beginning of
grafting.
April.
Oh.
Yes, we did grafting on the tree.
That is good. Let me show.
That's where the graft is. You see the plastic wrap.
That means two varieties on same plant. Wow.
That's what we did on the peach too. We grafted apricot on the peach tree.
Apricot on peach tree.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. We can do like this.
Yes.
This is flowering.
We are going to
plant.
we are going to graft like 6-7 varieties on one tree. This is what we are
Oh.
working on already.
Wow. These are all experiments.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
This
so
is
beautiful.
plum.
Plums are so beautiful. I like it.
Plum needs a lot of, honeybees to pollinate the flowers. So you need at least a couple of trees. So we have like 3 trees, plum trees, and they help each other to pollinate them.
Wow.
If you have only one, they'll be pollinated, but not that much.
Beautiful. And this branch has so many fruits. Wow.
One is ripe, you can eat it.
Very close to earth. Oh, this is ripe one. Yeah.
Eat it and let me know the sweetness.
Yeah. Beautiful. You are spending a lot of time.
Yes. It takes a lot of time, and you need to have passion, and that's a good hobby.
Nice.